Okay, so you ready to see how I light this? As you can see, I got purple light there, I got blue light there, but I don't have any sort of key light on right now. Let me turn that on. So that's what that looks like, added in. That's a little bit helpful, but that's not all you can do. If I take this little friend right here, and I go ahead and take this and put this one.
Nice on!
Oh, it's so bright. But if I take this one and I put it back behind me, it gives me this little rim light, which is kind of nice. It's a rim light, that's what it's called. So kind of sets you apart from the background. It also does a little bit of weird stuff with the camera lens itself, but it's fine. It looks nice. It looks cool. The point is to give me a little separation from the background, and I think it does a pretty good job. So it's nice. I've got this great corridor hat, great corridor hoodie. Big fan. Love them both. They're just like, their merch is just fantastic. Plus the channel is just awesome. Corridor Digital. Love them. They're amazing. They're so great. Check them out. Today I wanted to talk about me. Don't I always want to talk about me? I just always want to talk about me. I'm kidding. That's not what I mean. I want to talk about a little bit where I'm at, kind of my life, and just kind of give you guys an update. I haven't done these like sit down and talk videos in a while, and I really enjoy them, and I know a lot of other people do really enjoy them as well, and just kind of a nice little catch up, nice little touch point, and a good little like podcast, I guess, for some people to just listen to, which I think is great, and I love that. I just returned from a trip to Colorado for Thanksgiving, hanging out with family. It was a beautiful time. It was really, really nice to see people and just hang out, and that was great. But I'm coming back to a very, very busy time. Not only is Origin Realms pushing updates like crazy, like we had these big updates recently, Thanksgiving update and stuff, not only are we doing crazy amounts of stuff with that, but I'm about to graduate college. Like, I'm about to get my degree, so I am cranking on like my photography assignments that I've got to do. If you don't know, I'm a filmmaker. That's like my thing. So I'm trying to get a film degree. I'm almost there, so I need to crank on my final photography assignments, which is one of the classes I have to take for the degree, and I have to finish my capstone film, which is going to be crazy. You may have seen some other videos about me talking about that a little bit. It's been hectic, and it's been a lot of work, but it's been fun. It's been a learning experience for sure. It's definitely taught me that like I prefer the YouTube content stuff. I prefer the YouTube short form scene, and I don't know, it's just so much better for me. It's greater, like, it's better for my mind and for my creative process, and yeah, I don't know, it's just better. Like, short form content in general is just so much better to me than long form content. Anyways, that being said, I have been trying to finish this short film. It's only gonna be about 10 minutes long or so, but today I spent about, 4 hours just like working like crazy, just organization and like all that stuff, just renaming. I spent 4 hours renaming files and moving files and organizing myself, which was insane and so much more than I thought I would be. But I'm now in a place where I'm just about ready to start like actually editing the scenes, which is super exciting. But I do still have a couple of things to finish filming, so that's also going to take up a little bit of time. There's a whole process here that it's just insane. So that's what I'm working on, is I have been working like crazy to actually organize and get ready to actually start editing, because I got to get this thing done in like 10 days. I think I have like a 10-day window right now where I am editing and getting this thing done. And I don't think it'll be just me editing it. I think it'll be a couple people, but I am the one that is heading up the editing, obviously, since I'm the director, so it's gonna be a lot of hours in the editing suite where I am, or even just right here at this computer, because I'm gonna edit from home as much as I possibly can, because I don't wanna have to go places to work on this project. But it's gonna be hours. It's gonna be crazy numbers of hours, so I'm not gonna have a lot of time to do much else. On the other side of it though, it's fun editing, and it's a really cool project that I'm passionate about, and I'm excited about seeing come to completion and all that stuff, so that's a plus as well. But man, like I'm gonna really be pushing to get a lot of work done in these next few weeks. On the plus side though, with all this stuff, I'm almost there. Like, the crazy thing is I'm almost at a point where I have completed all the requirements and everything that I need to get my degree, which is crazy stuff. And I honestly, it's hard to like believe that I've gotten to this point. I don't know. It's been a lot of work, and I've been so focused on getting it done. It's been crazy. It's wild to think that I'm almost there. The time I'm about to enter into though is something that I want to call, the title of this video, a creative sprint. And it's just kind of a term that I thought up, and I think it's a good way to capture what is about to go down. I feel like I'm about to sprint. Like, I feel like I'm prepping to just go crazy with my creativity and just get like a bunch of projects done in 3 weeks and just go crazy. So it feels like a creative sprint, because I know with a sprint, it's just a lot of effort. It's going crazy fast for a long time, and then it does end. There is an end point to it, but it's like a exhausting, like full sprint, full effort, all in for a small, short amount of time. That's what I'm going for. I'm going for a creative sprint, and I think really that's a good thing. And it's a good thing because I procrastinate. I am someone that tends to push things off and say, oh, I'll do those later, because something else is taking priority, or it just doesn't feel that important at the time. Whatever it is, it just feels like something that I don't need to do yet. So it's good that I'm in this creative sprint headspace, because that means I can like really give myself the determination and the dedication to get the thing done. So that's what I'm going for. So creative sprint, I think that's a good term for it, and I think that's something I'm going to stick with. And that does mean that I don't have a lot of time to do much else. The projects that I will be doing, the main projects that I'm working on, are this capstone project, some of the other photography projects that I need to catch up on and I am behind on because I'm a procrastinator, some of the YouTube projects that I need to get done. I've got a couple update videos that I need to work on and release and get done, all that stuff. And then obviously just some other final wrap-up pieces that I need to get done. There's just a lot of pieces to it that I do need to be very creative for, and I need to really push myself to get done and to go for. So it's gonna be a sprint. Like, it really is. It's a sprint, and that's okay. Like, that's a good thing. And I think there's really a good time and a place for that. And I think it's helpful sometimes to be in a creative sprint headspace. So I'm excited. I think it'll be good for me. It'll definitely be exhausting, and I'm kind of expecting that. But at the same time, it's gonna be cool, and it's gonna be getting a lot of work done, and I'm pumped for it. So, that's a thing. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be a lot. I'm like slowly realizing how much work it's really gonna be, because it is going to be a lot, but it's gonna be good work. So, you can see my kind of dichotomy of, wow, this is gonna be a lot, but it's also gonna be really cool and great and beneficial. There's a lot of pieces there that I'm like, man, I'm looking forward to it, but I'm also nervous about it. So anyways, even with all of that, I want to encourage you guys, if any of you guys are getting to the end of this sort of semester and getting into the end of school before Christmas, or you have work projects, or you have, personal projects, whatever it is, this I feel is a good time to get into that creative sprint headspace, where you just focus in and you just get as much of this creativity done as you possibly can, because you know that the Christmas holiday is coming, and like, we know that we're going to be taking a break. I know that I'm going on vacation after like all of this stuff is going crazy. I know I'm going to be going on a vacation, and I know that there's an end point there, but it just means I have to push through all the creative work to get there. So I want to encourage you. It's going to be cool. I'm doing a creative sprint right now. If you're doing a creative sprint, tell me what you're working on. I'd love to hear about it. I'd love to chat more about it in the comments, hear kind of what you guys are doing. And I think that's super fun to me to hear about projects you guys are all working on. So drop things in the comments, and I'd love to hear about that. Let's all do this creative sprint together. Let's kind of push through and kind of get this done. I feel like it is a busy time for a lot of people. So I think we can really kind of, group together and feel like there's other people working on this stuff too. Like, there's a lot of people right now that I know, like personally in my life, that are just going crazy with this stuff, like this final project stuff, this final segment of the year. Like, I'm in a workspace and I'm in like an environment where a lot of people are just sort of focused on the Christmas season, and like the Christmas season is going to be crazy for a lot of people. So you're not alone. If you're feeling that right now, you're not alone. I am also feeling that creative struggle, that creative push, and I think a lot of us are feeling that. We can kind of all push together and get this stuff done, because we're almost there. You're almost there. It's almost the Christmas season. We are so close, and it's going to be awesome. So creative sprint to the end, finish strong. It's really going to be worth it in the end. You're going to look back and you're not going to regret pushing things off. You're not going to regret it if you don't push things off, and you're not going to regret any of the decisions you make if you're going for this creative sprint, because it is going to be worth it. It is. That's just as much for me as it is for you. Anyways, thanks for sitting down and listening to me talk for 10 minutes or so. Like, I appreciate it, you guys. You guys are fantastic. Thank you all so much for the growth that's been happening in the past couple months. It's been really exciting to see, and I'm not stopping. Like, I do want to continue doing some stuff, especially after the Christmas season and into January. I do really want to kind of kick into gear and kind of get a lot more projects done, because once school is out, I've just got work. Like, I've got a job that I'm going to be pushing for, but otherwise I'm focused on this. Like, this is going to be kind of one of my main things that I'm going to be focusing on. I cannot talk tonight. But yes, so Thank you guys all so much for watching and hanging out, and I appreciate you all. And I'll see you in the next video, whenever that is, whenever I have time in my creative sprint headspace to get some stuff done. I appreciate you all. So join the Discord if you want to chat to me and hang out with me a little bit more quickly and easily, and I'll see you in the next one and on the other side. Bye-bye.